Hi everybody, once again MobileExperience with you, Lorenzo and Alberto, and this time we're here to do the review of the new Samsung Galaxy Note 4. So here is the phone, as Lorenzo is showing you. First of all, we're going to talk about dimensions. We've got 15.3 centimeters, 7.8 centimeters, and 8.9 millimeters. The weight is actually 175 grams. It may seem a lot, but we can say that this phone is well balanced, so you're not going to feel this 175 grams. You can hold it in your hand perfectly. It's made with aluminium edge, so great materials. As you can see, as Lorenzo is showing you, this cutting edge on the edge, which is pretty nice in our opinion. The phone is resistant, is very beautiful in our opinion, and the touch and feel is actually at a great level because of these great materials involved by Samsung for this Note 4. Now we're going to take a look at the back. The back is made with polycarbonate with this synthetic leather effect. You can see with this 4K resolution in an awesome way. This synthetic leather effect is similar actually to Note 3. And on the back, as you can see, you've got the sensor for the heartbeat, as you can have in Samsung Galaxy S5, for example. Now, on the home button, you've got the fingerprint sensor. You wipe it down and you can unlock the screen. Now we're going to take a look at the specs of this phone. The screen is 5.7 inches Quad HD Gorilla Glass Free 515 ppi Super AMOLED. The CPU is Snapdragon 805 quad-core 2.7 GHz. The GPU is the Adreno 420, 3 GB of RAM, 32 GB of ROM expandable. The photo camera is 16 megapixel with autofocus, flash LED, and image stabilizer. And the battery is actually 3220 mAh removable, so 2 big plus the expandable ROM and the removable battery, we can say, for this Note 4. As Lorenzo is showing you, we're going to find the latest touchwidth on it with the round toggle. In our opinion, very beautiful. This design is very fluid, so you're not going to have any kind of problem. The notification LED up there. And on the front, you've got this camera of 3.7 megapixel, and we can say that it's great to do selfies because 3.7 megapixel is a great number and a great definition also in the front camera for this Samsung Galaxy Note 4. It's very fluid, as you can see. On the menu is outrageous, it's very fast. It reacts in an instant to your commands. Now we're going to take a look at which software is installed on it. So in order to do that, we're going to go to the info, and as you can see, you've got this 4.4.4 KitKat is going to be updated to 5.0 very soon, in our opinion. We can say that this phone has very good reception, great Wi-Fi, great GPS. We used Google Maps and we didn't find any kind of problem during our drive, so it's great also in that. Free microphone, as Lorenzo is showing you right now, and great audio part overall for this phone. We can anticipate you that in the audio part is amazing, as in many other aspects. Now we're going to move on our review. We're going to talk about camera. Yeah, here it is. We can take a sample photo as always. Very fast and outrageous autofocusing camera. It's pretty fast. And as you can see, you've got a lot of modes like HDR, the autofocus where you touch the screen, the ISO, white balanced, a lot of resolution, as you can see. So there are actually a lot of modes. It's going to take a little bit of time to get used to every mode, but the final results are awesome as always. You can record action in full HD video, and we can say that it's a very fast, a very stable and a very fast focusing camera. Here is a sample of a video recorded in full HD with this Note 4. So let's see. Yeah, the autofocus is amazingly fast, as you can see. Also, when Lorenzo turns in a very rapid way, also the macros are awesome. You can take macros while recording, and they look actually beautiful. So now we're going to take a look at some photos in order to understand how this camera takes photos. We can anticipate you that they are awesome, and to show you that, we're going to zoom a lot. Yeah, we decided to zoom a lot to this picture and see how it is amazingly detailed, because the zoom is amazing. It was very far, and we zoom a lot and see how it remains really detailed. It's an amazing camera. And also, if you take photos while moving a lot, this was a photo taken while moving on purpose. We decided to move a lot while taking this photo, and the photo is incredibly stable because, as we said before, there is the image stabilizer, and so of course it is not perfect, but it's a good photo. We've taken it, as just said, moving a lot, and this is actually an awesome photo, amazingly detailed. An incredible camera for this Samsung Galaxy Note 4. You're going to be very satisfied if you take a lot this aspect in consideration. This phone is amazing in that. You can also use if you study, if you're a student. Let's see how it's amazing in do photos also in this kind of situation. You can zoom a lot; it doesn't lose definition. Let's see how far it was and how much we zoomed, but the definition is great. You can actually see clearly. So very, very good camera. We were 100% satisfied by this aspect in this phone. If you take it a lot into consideration, you're not going to be disappointed at all. Now we're going to move on. We're going to see a video test, as always, in order to appreciate the quality of the display. Here it is. Yeah, that's the sample that we always use in our reviews. As you can see, no lags at all. It's very fluid. The colors are really beautiful in my opinion. The angle of view is awesome. You can see the screen from almost every position. The color, like in every Super AMOLED, are vivid, but you can change settings if you want them to look more natural, so don't worry about that. Yeah, this phone is amazing to see videos. The display is very big, so if you want to see films, to play games, it's absolutely awesome. There is this awesome black. The black is really absolute. A good white, not at a fantastic level like black, not absolute, and a little bit maybe too yellow in our opinion, but it's a very good white and a fantastic black, so good basic colors for this Samsung Galaxy Note 4. Yeah, the white in our opinion is a little bit to yellow, but just if you are very obsessed with colors like maybe we are, they're still fantastic, at a fantastic level in our opinion. Now, as always, we're going to listen to some music. Here it is. Here it is. The music, Pompeii as always. Here it is. That was Pompeii, our simple song that we use in our reviews. And we can say the volume is very high. It's a fantastic level. It's similar to iPhone, a very high volume. So that's great. In our opinion, the big mistake in this phone is the position of the speaker. We personally don't like at all the choice of Samsung to put the speakers on the back, because if the phone is placed on a table, for example, you cannot hear in a perfect way. There are a lot of things in the lower side, the free mics, like we said before. So maybe Samsung has decided not to the lower side, it was too full to put the speakers there, so they decided to put the speaker on the back. But in our opinion, that's not a good choice. The speaker on the back is something that we personally don't like at all. So that's maybe not a positive thing for Samsung Galaxy Note 4. Yeah, here it is. Now we're going to move on the Antutu benchmark as Lorenzo is showing you. And let's see the score. Yeah, that's an amazing score. A very high score because, for example, LG G3 realized 36,000, so 10,000 more for the Samsung Galaxy Note 4. A 10,000 gap between Samsung Galaxy Note 4 and LG G3. And both phones have Snapdragon 805. 10,000 points more than Snapdragon 801 with Quad HD in both display. It's an incredible result achieved by this Samsung Galaxy Note 4. The Antutu benchmark is one of the most reliable ones, so it's really trustable in our opinion. And this phone realized a great score that tells us once again how this phone is amazing. Now we're going to move on. We're going to consider the browser in order to understand how the browser experience is. Of course, this phone is very used also for working because of this dimension, and the browser is very important in phones like that, in every phone, but overall in phones like that. So now we're going to take a look. We're connected with the Wi-Fi desktop mode, and the phone is amazingly reactive. Let's see how it follows the finger in a fantastic way, almost in an instant. This site is full of image, links, videos, but it's fantastically reactive. As you can see, it follows Lorenzo's finger in an instant. Also, the pinch to zoom is awesome, very reactive. So you're not going to have any kind of problem while surfing on the internet, because the browser experience is guaranteed at a very high level. You can turn screen, and the result is always impressive. Now we can use it also with the S Pen. Yeah, the pen is a useful way to use the browser experience. It doesn't lose the reactiveness. It's pretty fast, pretty precise. When you use the pen, you have the commodity to be very precise. Yeah, so as you can see, this browser experience is very, very good. And the S Pen comes up here. When you take the pen, you can have rapid memos, the smart selection, the image choice, and the screen writing. So this for rapid choice, the pen, in our opinion, is improved. It works better, especially in the end of the display. When you work on the edge of the display, it's 100% reactive, and the display receive the information 100% of the times, also in the edge of it. So we noticed, compared to the Note 3, that the S Pen has realized some improvements, so we were really glad by that. We personally don't use the S Pen, but let's see, in the edge of the display, as Lorenzo is showing you, the same percentage of catchiveness than on the center of the display, so that's an awesome thing. We personally don't use the S Pen, but it's a very useful way we understand to use the Note 4. So the fact that it has realized the improvement is a very big plus in our opinion. Samsung has worked in a great way also in this aspect. So now Lorenzo is going to show you the split of the display. It's a fantastic thing in display big like this one. It's an awesome thing because, for example, you can see a video, and in the meantime, you can surf on the internet doing both things at the same time. So that's a very big thing. You can decide how big you want this two part to be, and the split screen is very useful in our opinion. That's one of the coolest stuff in the Samsung Galaxy Note 4. Also, another big plus, you can, maybe the problem is this one. When you want to, you run the risk of reducing the apps while you want to see the notification. you wipe down, as Lorenzo is showing you. If you have an app open, the Note 4 understand that maybe you want to reduce the app while you were looking for see the notification. So that's the thing that we noticed, that of course we personally didn't like a lot. Not a big deal, so don't worry about that. But sometimes this phone understands that you want to close to reduce the application side and not to see the notification that was the thing that you were looking for. So that's maybe a problem, but not a big deal. You can get used by that. Of course, you need to be precise with your finger while wiping down. So now we're going to move on. We're going to see S-Elf, this beautiful application present in the Samsung, in the Galaxy Note 4 when you buy it. And there is a lot of stuff actually in S-Elf. You've got, if you want to train, you've got this great application to help you. And it does all the measurement that you need. And one of the coolest stuff, it measured the oxygen present in your blood. So you need to be really steady, as you can see. And then this phone is able to understand how oxygenated is your blood. So 98% in the case of Lorenzo, for example. So that's a cool stuff. It can be very useful. It's amazing. It's pretty amusing also. Yeah, that was S-Elf. Now we're going to talk about the battery, one of the most important aspects in every phone, of course. And first of all, we can say one important thing. The battery lasts longer than Note 3. So just 20 ampere more, but the result is actually impressive. Because if you use it in an intensive way, as Lorenzo is doing it, for example, 6 hours of active display, Wi-Fi always connected, the browser, 1 hour call, maybe 200 mails because he has to answer to all the fans, he has a lot of channels, so 200 mails. And also if you use it in this incredibly intensive way, you can arrive till after dinner with no problem. So great result achieved by this phone, because arriving after dinner with this kind of intensive use is not a common thing. So we were really satisfied by battery. The battery life is awesome. If you use it in an intensive way for working a lot of stuff, you do a lot of stuff in the same time, you're not going to have any kind of problem. One day is the battery life in every case. So we were really satisfied by almost every aspect of this phone, because the screen is awesome, the camera is amazing, the audio part is fantastic, apart from the fact that the speakers are is placed on the back, but apart from that also the audio is amazing. The display is awesome, you've got the split screen, you've got a lot of application there. The gaming part is awesome. We didn't show you yet, but we can guarantee that also if you like to play games with your phone, that's a great phone to do that. So what can we say? Note 4 is very good. You can buy Note 3, is very good too, but if you want the latest model, it costs a lot. But if you want the latest model, this Note 4 is an awesome phone. So we really suggest you that. You can see the comparison in our channel. Stay tuned between Note 4 and Note 3. Stay tuned. See you next time, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.